you were playing?
It's easier now than it was when I played. I mean, we had commercial flights and 6 a.m. flights. These guys now actually have charter services. Heck, I often think that the guys before me had it much worse than I did. So it's all relative. But clearly, it's hard, it's demanding, but they also have the very best of care in getting to and from the cities across the league.
Now Westbrook, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Westbrook laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got the first points of the night for the Rockets.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here is McGee. Here's Davis. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Westbrook. Offline with his three. Here's Bradley. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Sinks the triple.
You know, the confidence Harden has in his three-point shot, especially that step back that he shoots, is just mind-boggling. He loves letting it fly from deep.
Now, here's Bradley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And they double up Davis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Passes it to Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McGee trying to break free. And the Lakers get it back. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's where McGee butters his bread. I mean, battling for tough rebounds in the trenches, that's his area.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Green with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to McGee. LeBron outside. Harden against Green. James, the pass to Bradley. Here's Davis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Westbrook. Crafty move. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Green. James right side. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Pass to Harden. From 12 feet out, the Rockets again can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
On the wing, Green, guarded by Harden. And James with the basket on the assist by Green.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 4. It's stolen by Davis. James against Covington. Yep, it counts. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry
The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the evening. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
He makes one of two that time.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Daniel House has checked in for the Rockets. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Here is McGee, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. McGee dishes to James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's off on the second.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Bradley. James Harden picking up that last basket. The pass to LeBron. Davis down low. Defended by Covington. Good D by Covington. Right wing. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. He nails it, and we're tied up. Westbrook's got 7 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bradley finds James. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And the layup good by McGee. He has 5.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Harden. Last game out, he had 40 points. Great D that time from Green.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Green passes to Bradley. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. McGee trying to break free. James misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Another miss by Houston.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 7. The Lakers with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And James throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Bell comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Howard.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
House kicks to McLemore. Lays it up off the glass. Rondo with it. Kuzma outside. Pass to Davis. Over Bell. And it's Davis missing.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Up again.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Lakers leading by 4. Rondo passes to Kuzma. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. In third, the Lakers.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
It's Rivers on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Davis. Good D by Bell. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Rondo.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
That free throw, no good. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Los Angeles. He hits the second from the line. Here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kuzma outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them. The West is matching up. Taking a look at the Lakers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Houston sitting there 4 spots below.
And, you know, for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Kuzma outside. Inside, here's Caruso. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's House. Kuzma pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Chandler, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Kuzma. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Rivers against Rondo. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. .104 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. The fadeaway, and that one is good.
And this is a shot Bell can make. You give him room, and he'll make you pay.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Lobbed up there for Howard. Can't lay it in off the alley-oop. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to McLemore. 30 seconds left to play in the first. And there's the pass to House. And here's Bell. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. No good from Bell.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out to the right wing. Kuzma inside. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Bell is out there with Gordon. Then it's McLemore. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Chandler in at the center position. Now here's McLemore. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Passes to Rivers. He dishes it to Gordon. Rivers looking over the floor. Here's Bell. Basket counts. Bell's got 6.
Not going to keep Bell down. He takes pride in muscling his way through any obstacle the defense presents.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. Poke loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Bell's shot is good. He's got 8. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Rockets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. He misses the free throw. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Now here is McGee. A 14-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. LeBron's shot is good.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
Harden, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win the championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Harden hits them both.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Now here is McGee. 5 points in the game. Here's Kuzma. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Now LeBron, after Westbrook's missed three. James in the post. Oh, what a finish!
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
The Lakers have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Bradley comes in for Quinn Cook.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Bradley. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Floats it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Westbrook up top, guarded by Bradley. The Rockets with another miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
LeBron kicks to Bradley. Gordon against LeBron. Back to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Green. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Davis missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That sends Robert Covington to the free throw line. That one on Davis. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Bradley. Back to LeBron. Kicks it to Bradley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. From about 19 feet, here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Good on the second free throw. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Gordon. And here's Harden. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Green.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Outside Westbrook takes the three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
James finds Davis. Bucket is good. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Bradley with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Covington. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Covington with the bucket.
Man, that's just solid use of the pull-up there by Robert Covington. I mean, when the defense stays away from him, he has no problem letting it go.
Davis dishes to LeBron. Loads it up for Davis. It's deflected. The shot's good. McGee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Westbrook against Bradley. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Davis. James up top. Harden with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And it's the Rockets on the break. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Outside, Davis. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Tips it up. Green with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Bradley. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Westbrook against Bradley. And another 3 for Houston.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Timeout called the Lakers. Back in for JaVale McGee. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. Houston with a big group substitution here. Bell is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Danuel House comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Harden after LeBron James's miss. Harden can't tie it up as that one's no good. The feed to James. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Here's Rivers. And Bell kicks to House. Pass to McLemore. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. Here's Bell. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bell's got 6 here in this quarter. The Lakers in the lead. Rondo passes to Howard. He kicks to LeBron. And he converts the layup. James has got 23 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Harden. He has 7. Count it. Good.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Outside, Davis. To the paint. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. And it's good for 2. He's got 25.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And they're running. Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. It's Rivers on the wing. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. Offensive rebound. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Harden. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Outside Gordon. Harden outside. Launches a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harden's got 12.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
For Los Angeles, they have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight. First one falls for him. Hey, Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And so Bradley nails both of them. Rockets trail by 5. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Back to Harden. Puts up a three. The Lakers with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's James. McGee trying to break free. James with the bucket. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Gordon dishes to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. He tries for three. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 8. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Gordon. That shot off. Good D by James. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Davis made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Davis, after Westbrook's missed 3. Outside Green, back to Davis, to the middle. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout call. Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. And Cook subbed in for Bradley. Covington finds Gordon. Kicks it out to Harden. Can they get it? Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
With some arc. Here's Davis. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Kuzma outside. Davis against Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Kept alive. Here's Davis.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooters. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
Al Harden. He's got 15. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 17.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here is Cook. No points in the game yet for him. Davis inside, defended by Covington. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And it's been a tough game for him offensively. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Westbrook. Averaging about 26 points per, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 20 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the pass to Davis. Shoots over Covington. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Westbrook. 20 points for him. And he banks in the layup. 22 points for him.
this team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
James, count that one. And the Lakers lead by 7.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. No good on the triple. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Outside Westbrook. LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Robert Covington picks one up. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Free throw drops for James. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and he overshot that one, missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Kuzma. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Love the size and athleticism Kuzma possesses. He uses both of them well to draw these fouls.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
2 shots. Last on the
And he makes the first. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You know, some folks were saying Kuzma wouldn't even get drafted a few years ago. That's why this draft stuff is more art than science sometimes, but he has proven his doubters wrong very quickly.
Now here's Chandler. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And here's Rondo. Pass to James. Launches it. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by James. And the Lakers lead by 15. The Rockets shooting under 40% all in all for the game.
timeout.
They need a good end.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's one of the standouts over the last month. First in shooting percentage, 13th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And the second free throw, good. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Now here's McLemore after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's McLemore, guarded closely, and it's in there. Bell's got 12.
And how about the ferocity of Bell? It's admirable. He crashes the boards with such an animalistic nature.
Now here's Rondo. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Rockets trail by 12. Rivers with it. Kicks it to House. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bell. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 6th rebound on the night. Good on the shot. LeBron's got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Now here's Rivers. He has 6. Pass to McLemore. Over Caldwell-Pope. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's the floater. And he sinks the layup. Rondo's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you want to be successful. You got to make Rondo beat you with his jumper. You can't allow him to torch you on the drive.
Rivers kicks to Chandler. The dish to Bell. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Rondo. Let's go. Again, Los Angeles.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rockets trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's Rivers on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. Here's Bell. And he gets the bucket. Bell's got 4 this quarter.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside. Knows he can get it done from there.
James, the pass to Kuzma. Outside Rondo. James looking around. Pulls up. Howard in the post. Chandler on him. Kuzma passes to James. Rebound by House. House has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rivers can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And yes, it's good. 41 points for LeBron.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rivers against Rondo. Now here's Rivers. Shoots over Kuzma. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's by his voice. He wants his guys to give everything they've got right now.
No doubt, especially on the backboard. For them to secure this win, that needs to happen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Gordon out there with Bell. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Harden in at the one.
At the line.
Two shot.
The first free throw is good.
A sharpshooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
Robert Covington's checked in for Bell. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. There's the pass to Davis. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Two shots. Max on the first.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Davis. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Here's Gordon following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, you look at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is a wonderful defender, and you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
Now here's Harden. Passes it to Gordon. Pass to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. From deep. Rebound the Lakers. Now Green. Outside Bradley. Over Harden. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists tonight. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Harden up top, guarded by Bradley. Another miss by Houston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Rockets making the shot. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his third assist on the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's McLemore. Pass to Harden. Houston moving it around. Covington passes to McLemore. That one drops for him.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Bradley. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Davis. It's rebounded by Houston. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Outside, Green. And it's Bradley off the drive. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gordon against Caldwell Pope. Gordon dishes to McLemore. Banked in off the glass. McLemore's got 4 points this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now here's Howard. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And here's McLemore. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
And here's Bradley. James Harden getting it to go from deep. The pass to Howard. Bradley with the ball. Back to Howard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Bradley against Harden. Here's Gordon. Plenty of space. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers leading by 23. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
Caldwell Pope. 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets. And he makes both free throws. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
And the shot goes in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
LeBron with it. Now Covington defending. Kicks it out to Bradley. Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Anthony Davis. And here's Gordon from outside. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And it's Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
For three, Westbrook drains it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 12 points here in the second half.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Shoots a fader. Here's Davis, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Westbrook. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to James. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Now, here's Bradley, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Davis finds Bradley. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Westbrook trying to get something going, and finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Bradley against Westbrook. Outside Bradley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Green passes to LeBron. And that one drops. LeBron's got 43 points.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
For 3, Westbrook. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they're going to take the second game between these two clubs, just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 left to play in the season series against the Rockets.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now here's Bradley. James outside. It's rebounded by Houston. On the wing, Harden from outside the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. LeBron outside. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's the Lakers now. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme